An interesting thing has been happening lately within Alchemy Stars, and that is we are getting more of a look at the wildlife within the game. Before these events, we didn't really see a lot about what kind of animals live in this world. Now we've seen small appearances of animals, like the cat that was in the extra store involving Canali, or the dragons that hangs around Leona and Vivian. But we never had a moment to really know what the wildlife was like. What kind of animals exist? Is there a level of danger to each? We had demi-humans like Korgon who takes on animal-like traits, so that gave us an idea of what kind of animals there are, but there wasn't really anything we had to go by to see what the wildlife was truly like. That is until we met Fia, a soon-to-be inspiring and dedicated extrozoologist. It was Fia who gave us our first look at what type of animals live in this world, and a particular type at that, which are called wondrous beasts. Thanks to Fia kidnapping the navigator out of the blue and dragging him all over the place, it's here we get a chance to see many types of wondrous beasts that exist. Unique animals that live within the world of Astra, ranging from all kinds and having unique habitats. From small creatures like Bluey who are pretty much harmless on their own, or a Beaker that just loves eating anything that's round. We were finally starting to see a number of unique animals that exist in this world. They even have the capability of utilizing Lumina as well, like the Lutumi owl, that can hypnotize anything that comes near it. What these wondrous beasts are capable of steams far and wide, and among them are an even rarer and more powerful group, known as exotics. Arguably can be considered as some of the most powerful beings within Alchemy Stars. Some like the Dracolion, who are very fierce and capable of overpowering its opponents. And then there are some like Kylo, who has the abilities of transforming its image as well as mimicking the abilities of other wondrous beasts and Orions. I mean, just imagine, one of these capable of mimicking and fighting as someone on par as those like Bethlehem, who's definitely no slouch whatsoever. That just tells you how powerful Kylo can be. And then there was the latest exotic beast we run into called the Cloud Whale, which turns out to be even more impressive than Kylo. Able to adjust its size either small or even fit inside a glass bottle, or large enough to take over an entire ship. The Cloud Whale is shown to possess incredible lumina, enough to push back and cause the eclipse sites to retreat that were invading Harbor City at the time. With the way Fia described it, and for what we saw, it wouldn't be so far as a stretch to say it was once labeled as a god. From the past two major events we've had at the recording of this video, I would say we've only gotten a glimpse on just how much the wildlife has an influence on this world. Lifespans that goes back to centuries, power that can take on the entire world, the history and possibilities seems almost endless. Who knows what other wondrous beasts and exotics we'll see in the future stories. Some may even hold connections to ancient civilizations that we haven't dug up yet. I mean, after all, who says a Cloud Whale is the only exotic that's capable of living hundreds of years? That's also the case of whether or not dragons are a part of this category. After all, we got introduced to the partners of Vivian and Leona, but so far has never truly dived into their origins overall. Are dragons also considered wondrous beasts, or are they considered their own category? And if that's the case, then how do the strongest of them compare to other exotics like Kylo and the Cloud Whale? This is a truly unique lore discovery that can go in many ways. The powers that exotics can possess isn't something that can be just looked over, and the number of wondrous beasts we might eventually meet gets me excited. It's why I'm more so hoping to have Fia more of a permanent member of the main group, as with Vice and Carlene. With her ability to communicate with animals, we'll have an easier time to dig up and discover history that all these exotics possibly have. And even if not through her, there's still her master Vic, who I'm sure we'll see again in the future. I definitely see him having more to offer in the future of Alchemy Stars. But for now, we'll have to wait and see while we continue on this grand adventure.